EduHive learning centers are one of Save Ed's core tools for restoring educational activities in war-affected communities. We often call them educational first aid. In some communities, they've began operating within the first months after liberation, giving children the opportunity to learn and meet offline, even when their school has been destroyed, damaged, or cannot function fully due to security risks.
When Save Ed opened an EduHive in our community, for the first time since the beginning of the full-scale invasion, we were able to host events again. We gained the opportunity to bring children together and organize leisure activities for them. With each event, we invite more and more guests.
More than 100 learning centers operate across 6 oblasts of Ukraine: Kyiv, Chernihiv, Mykolaiv, Kharkiv, Dnipropetrovsk, and Zaporizhia. An EduHive is a cozy, welcoming learning space which can be set up in a school classroom, a separate building like a palace of culture, in a shelter, and sometimes even in a hospital. We renovate and modernize the space, turning it into a friendly place for learning and leisure. Then we fill it with everything children need: technology, from laptops to projectors, as well as books and board games. 82% of students use technology or internet access in EduHives, and 64% of teachers say that children work with equipment during every session.
The EduHive is truly our second life. Last year, the EduHive was the only safe community space where children could come. When the EduHive appeared, the children got the opportunity to come into a cosy, modern environment with computers, tablets, and high-quality internet access. And here, they not only had the chance to receive a quality education, but also to develop. We have regular visitors to the EduHive who stand out in their communication skills and their progress in learning. They receive much more here than they can get on their own while sitting at home. A lot is happening here. Last year, we hosted the National Multi-Subject Test. We met all the required criteria and were approved to host the test. We were simply over the moon because, first of all, the shelter, and secondly, the shelter in the form it is in now. And for children, this is exactly the kind of space where they can meet and receive the full range of services that is possible, from learning to entertainment.
A learning center is more than just a nice classroom. It combines a strong infrastructure with a meaningful learning experience. Here, children can both catch up on learning losses and enjoy smart, engaging leisure time. Alongside renovating and equipping the space, we also focus on people. We recruit and train tutors, develop educational programs, build partnerships for additional activities, and provide access to leading learning platforms. Tutors are the heart of every EduHive. They are mentors, educators, and organizers who run classes and create a safe, engaging environment for children. Tutors are often school teachers whom we carefully select, train, and support in their professional growth.
With distance learning, it feels like children kind of forgotten how to communicate with each other. EduHive is an opportunity for them to see one another again, so they can grow here, rest, socialize, and do many other things as well.
96% of parents are satisfied with the work of tutors, and 86% say it was the tutors who sparked their child's interest in learning. At the same time, 96% of tutors feel supported by Save Ed and say that working in an EduHive helped them develop new professional skills.
EduHive changed my life in the sense that I realized I can grow in our country instead of staying in one place, and that we have such amazing opportunities. For me, these were the biggest changes in my personal development. I realized that I can do more thanks to the EduHive.
The Learning Center schedule includes additional academic classes, a learning loss recovery program to help children catch up on knowledge lost during the pandemic and the war, as well as creative meetups, workshops, film clubs, and other extracurricular activities. This makes the Learning Center a place where children can try new hobbies and gradually build a lasting habit of learning, or even teaching others. 91% of children come to EduHives by choice, and 76% of parents say that after attending the center, their children became more interested in learning and reading. 42% of children and 26% of parents say that EduHive helped fill what was missing at school: access to new books, a space to socialize, digital devices, and playful learning activities. Over time, EduHives become much more than educational spaces. They grow into community hubs, places where people meet, connect, and create together. Thanks to their equipment, schools can host national exams, NMT, Olympiads and competitions at different levels, conferences, mini-ed camps, teacher trainings, and activities run by more than 50 partner organizations. EduHives also help integrate children who studied online or had never attended school in person. bringing together a mixed-age community built on shared values and mutual support. 80% of tutors and teachers plan to continue running the centers even after donor funding ends. This is how EduHives change not only children's lives, they give local teachers opportunities for professional growth and development. Parents can trust their children to skilled professionals and gain more time for work, rest, and everyday life. And communities receive something just as important: hope for recovery and inspiration to create new opportunities on their own. For SaveEd, it's not enough to simply open learning centers. We are committed to making sure they continue to operate over time. That's why even after the project under which a center was created comes to an end, we seek funding for motivated and active centers to keep them running. This support covers tutor salaries, stationery, and access to modern learning platforms for mathematics, Ukrainian, and English, among others. More than 90% of teachers and tutors want to continue working in EduHives. 95% of parents are ready to recommend the center to other families, and 91% of children rate their EduHive experience 9 or 10 out of 10.